Dearly beloved, siblings of all genders, we are gathered here today to celebrate the union of our friends, Toad and Frog. We know the world is a scary place right now, but in this moment, we are here to celebrate love between two amphibians who are absolute units. And if, by some chance, you are watching this at a later time, I welcome you too, as you look back on this moment of joy and ceremony. May your hearts be filled and burdens lightened. Welcome to Roll Plus Pond, the digital community focused on one-shots, game development, and fun interaction between good comrades. I'm your host, Jamie O'Dwyer. You can find me at Therablast Games on Twitter and therapeuticblasphemygames.itch.io. And joining me today is Halceon.
Hi. You can find the games that I make at halceon.itch.io and find the tweets that I don't make on Twitter under the same handle.
And HB.
Hello, I'm HB. I make games at gm36.itch.io. You can find the tweet. You can also find the tweets that I don't make on that bother shelf.
Mark, you still with us?
Yeah, I didn't hear you say my name, but yeah, I don't make any games, but I sure love playing them. So I'm nowhere on itch, and I don't even have a Twitter. So I'm just here to celebrate love between some lovely amphibians.
I'll see you're fortunate. Not having a Twitter is good.
I hear.
Tuning in. We're in the middle of.
Oh, Jamie's breaking up a little bit.
Oh, it's not just me. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Also, check the bingo.
Oh, yeah.
Their projects include writing.
Oh boy.
You can check out Black and Pink.
Ooh.
Across the U.S., maybe even endorse it. Do that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I can't make out anything Jamie's saying right now.
No.
Not even a little bit.
Nope.
This is unfortunate.
This is another challenge to getting these amphibians married.
Uh-huh.
Only I am robotic.
So we hear, yes.
Yeah, we can barely make out anything you're saying at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The technical difficulties are definitely continuing.
Please stand by.
Was that something that was happening in Crescent Moon?
I don't know if this happened in the Crescent Moon. I think this is just an issue on Jamie's connection end.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Yeah.
It seems like it's up to us to vamp.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the chat busy with our favorite frogs.
Ooh, favorite frogs. Okay, so in preparation, I I googled frogs and hats.
Ooh. Oh.
And on
yes.
that note, I am calling dibs on wizard.
Oh. Good choice.
Because I have found the perfect wizard.
Oh, that's a good for that.
Ooh, it's a very good hat. And a very good frog.
It's chunky too. It's great. I love it.
Yes. This will probably come up on the reference Twitter if anyone's handling that one.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I did not actually Google any frogs ahead of time, except for the desert rain frog, because I really like the description of it. On that topic, the desert rain frog is almost certainly the one I'm going to pick. Oh, Holy Cross Frog. Let's look at that one. Oh, wow. It's called... Oh, my God.
Sorry, what were you googling?
Somebody in the chat posted the Holy Cross Frog. That's a really good frog. Apparently it's called a Crucifix Toad.
The Crucifix Toad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a really nice pattern on this guy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God, I love this guy.
That's incredible.
He's tiny.
So tiny.
There's a picture with one of it in a hand, and it's tiny.
Oh, I want to see that. Whoa. Yeah, that is small.
Cute.
Oh, it's a good frog. Toad.
So many good frogs.
Funny story. I have a friend who has a phobia of frogs, and this would be the worst time for her.
I can kind of see how people would be afraid of frogs. They're kind of startling little creatures.
Slimy and,
Yeah.
jittery movements sometimes.
Yeah. And, similar sort of overall place in society as mice.
Well, frogs don't really crawl into your house, at least.
Yeah, so, that's why it's a bit rarer, but kind of the mechanisms are probably similar of how one develops such a thing.
Yeah.
Cute little creatures. I just feel the same way about frogs as I do about spiders, where, try to not give them any trouble.
Yeah. I like little spiders. But then I also live in a place where they're not dangerous at all. So... Oh, it's Bulbasaur. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great. It's almost a Venusaur if it's such a big flower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite the little flower. Quite a little frog, quite a big flower. Medium flower, small frog.
Short skirt and a long jacket.
Yeah.
And a medium flower.
Still can't hear Jake.
Anyways, I'm marking Google time.
Listen, gotta Google frogs.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the warm-up.
And at best, I'm currently 2 steps away from a bingo on 3 lines.
Ooh, nice.
Wait, you can't do the bingo for your own game. That's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, I can. Watch me.
Check 2, 3.
Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Holy cow. Okay. Am I coming through like clear?
Yes,
Yeah.
for now.
All right. Praise
No
Bob.
deal.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully that is the end. If this is the worst that happens for the rest of the stream, I will be very happy. Okay. Okay. Let's do a thing.
We lost you at the start of the bit about black and pink, so
Yeah. Let's just go through a couple things here. A couple housekeeping things. Yeah. So, as I was saying, Black and Pink supports LGBT folks who have been incarcerated. Their projects include letter writing, transitional housing, court support, and prison abolition education. You can check them out at Black and Pink at blackandpink.org. They have chapters across the U.S. So if you are also in the U.S., they might even be in your city. So give them a look-see, because we can talk about the evils of prisons and how they are just one part of larger unjust systems that exist in our societies today. But Black and Pink is out there doing the good work, and you can help them do that by donating at donate.rollplusbond.com. Also, if you type !donate in the chat, it will give you a direct link I just mentioned. And yes, I did imitate Austin Walker's intro to Friends at the Table on account of Roll Plus Bond, also being an outgrowth of Fans at the Table Discord server. Thank you, Austin. You're a comrade and a mensch. Today we're playing Toad and Frog Get Married by Too Many Feelings 5, who is also a member of our little community. You can find the game at Too Many Feelings 5, that's the number 5.itch.io. The game is a hack of Lasers and Feelings by John Harper. And I think if you type in the chat !game, it will give you a link directly to the game. So yeah, check that out and be sure that if you do, leave a rating if possible. Game makers really do appreciate those ratings and reviews, especially if you got the game for free. It's a good way of saying thank you. Speaking of thanks, I want to thank all the people behind the scenes who made this stream possible. All of our stream hosts, caption hosts, chat mods, artists who made the overlays, and the wonderful music maker. I'm not naming them because I didn't get permission to use their names on stream, but I want to shout out that there are a lot of people who went into bringing this stream together. We had some issues earlier, as you all saw, with the internet connections being unreliable. And we had, people from the community come up with a quick fix. And that's amazing. I have such a deep love and appreciation for you all, everyone in this community. And I gotta stop or I'll start crying because I love this community so much. I already cried while I was writing out what I wanted to say. Lastly, I want to help out those of you who are playing bingo. If you want to jump in on the bingo game, you can type !bingo in the chat and it will give you a link to generate a bingo card. You can play along while watching the stream. Ready? Got your bingo cards out? Okay. Fuck Jeff Bezos. Fuck Elon Musk. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Mitch McConnell. Fuck Boris Johnson. Fuck Keir Starmer. Fuck Vladimir Putin. Fuck prisons. All cops are bastards. Even my aunt, who has since retired after 20 years in the brutality business. Last but not least, fuck capitalism. Okay. So, hopefully that helps some of you out. And now we can dive in. As we look at Roll20, are you all able to see the deck of cards in the corner of the screen on Roll20?
yes.
Okay, so those are our safety cards. We have red for stop, green means go, and yellow we take a moment to figure out what we want to do next. And you can play those at any time, just for any reason, really. Even if it's just like, hey, let's take a break. Because this stream is 4 hours long. So, People have needs. We got to take care of ourselves. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yes. Good. Okay. I have the official go-ahead to keep going. Yes. Okay. So let's get started. So our GM and player principles are 1, take love seriously, even at its silliest. 2, give everyone a chance to shine. 3, delight in your fellow players and their ideas. 4, let prompts guide you. And 5, create a situation, not set a narrative. And now we choose the frogs. And we can do this randomly, or we can pick based on what's most enticing to you.
Mhm.
I would like to roll for my frog.
Yeah. Go for it. I'm excited. It's a 1d8. Okay,
Bam.
that's an 8.
Fire-bellied toad, fire-breathing and bombastic.
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
That's very good.
I like to roll for my frog as well. They all seem so good. I
Okay.
can't pick. First for violence. Okay.
Dang.
Well. Oh wow. Oh, it's the weird looking frog. Yes.
Oh, it's the Wednesday My Dude's frog.
Ah, yes, that's good.
All right. In keeping with the spirit of the game, I'm also going to roll. That's a 1. That is a poison dart frog.
All right. Poison, a flair for the dramatic.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's so good. Okay. Ordinarily, you are and then if you want to continue the random rolling, it's a 1d8.
No, this one I have already made my choice. I am going to be a wizard.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. I've also already made my choice. I'm going to be a paladin.
A paladin with flair. That's good. Yeah.
Exactly.
I will. I will try and roll mine. It's a little 7. A warrior. Well, with the first for violence, that seems somewhat fitting.
The dice know.
The dice know. A mighty physique and a massive appetite. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Have you each chosen your 2 and then the 1 and then the 1 for your character?
I have not, but
Still working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've chosen for mine. So I know what it is to devote myself to something, and I know what it is to doubt too. I have a divine promise and a holy weapon. The 2 things I have are a holy mark on my body, denoting a great challenge overcome, and I also have my god's voice. Actually, no, I have my god's true name is what I have. And the thing that I ache for is blessed armor. God, I could really use some blessed armor. If I had blessed armor, all of my things would be easier. But no, my god has to give me their strongest battles.
All right. What is that symbol? Do you know? The tattooed symbol? Do you have an idea?
I think it's like I you know how poison dart frogs often have like often have like aposematic coloration. I think I have like that, and also like a big scar on my back.
Okay.
It's like a
Okay.
it's I don't know what the shape of it is yet, because I think it's something like what would the shape be? I imagine it's in the shape of an eye.
Okay.
The letter, not the organ.
Thank you for saving me from an Ed Sheeran joke. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who else? So. Um. Let's see. We've got a.
I have made my choices as well.
Okay. Go ahead.
I have two methods for staying strong and one I've since left behind. So my two methods for staying strong is, you got to take care of body and mind. So I'm being honest and open about my insecurities and vulnerabilities. And to stay strong, I wrestle a happy birthday god. Yeah.
All right. I like it.
And the one I've left behind is that hugging everybody on sight, because not everybody wants that kind of physical interaction. So something I had to learn.
Love this embracing of consent, even when it's platonic affection.
Yes.
All right. I have two schools of magic I've read extensively about, and one I've actually practiced in. The two I've read deeply, extensively, written a few term papers. Chef Mo's Culinary School of Magical Cooking, Baking, and Eating. Yes, eating. Important. You need to know how to eat correctly. Magically. And the Red Hand's Study of Alchemical Arts and Sciences. And basically, if it goes into a cauldron, I have read about it. But I have practiced the Wishfellow Wonderdrop School of Illusion.
Illusionist.
Mm-hmm. Things are not what they appear.
Oh.
Life has many doors.
Illusion is great because it's the school that teaches you how to cheat on all of your other exams.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's the only one I've practiced.
It's the only one you need.
I'm just imagining, getting low marks on a test and then using illusion magic to make it look better, make the scores look better.
Like one would try to change an F into a weird looking A.
Yep. Okay. You have gathered here today because, and we can roll for this, or if you've already chosen, feel free to share. This is the reason you're at the wedding.
I am the best frog. Oh no.
You are.
I need a very good speech now.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe I'll roll.
So as best frog, you have a strong bond with Frog or Toad, and a very good speech. Who are you close to? Frog or Toad?
Toad.
Okay. Are you drinking buddies from university, or what is the situation there?
Similar.
Okay.
I was the drinking and he was the buddy.
Okay.
And I guess by this I'm defining the Toad is a he. Specifically, Toad's Bar is where all the magical students went to hang out.
I got you. Okay. So that was, yeah, I dig it. Okay. Very good. Who else?
Well,
HB Mark, got any ideas?
well, I'm gonna roll next.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 4. I am the wedding photographer. I have a good eye for little details. Camera that can capture the perfect moment if I'm patient.
I love this
Oh.
sort of clash of technology levels. So, like, yeah, we have adventurers, but also cameras. It's good.
This is it's like I guess it's like Adventure Time where you have sophisticated technology and swords.
Ooh,
Modern day, you
yes.
know.
Yeah. Adventure doesn't need a time period.
So yeah, I am the wedding photographer. I was hired as a I'm like I was basically hired by a wedding planner. I wasn't actually supposed to be at the. I'm not actually an invited guest. I'm working a gig.
Great. Great.
Yeah, I will
One step
roll.
above a wedding crasher.
I will also roll. Let's see what we get. I also am not a guest. I am the DJ. I have sick beats and good vibes.
I love it.
I think this is like
The DJ with a first for violence.
I like the idea that like Toad calls me up and is like, "Hey, so we're getting married. You know, I'd like you to be my best man. Also, do you know where I can get a good photographer and DJ?" And I'm like, you know. Incidentally, I do.
I'm just imagining a frog aggressively handling turntables. Just the most raging out.
Yes. I was hoping I would be the ring bearer, and the reason that would needed such a unit for is that it's human-sized rings. But DJ is just as good.
Also, I do have a name. My name is Philium.
Ooh. Yes.
I love it.
But most people just call me Liam.
Josh. Oh.
What's my name? I want to say my name is Estamir Firescape. Oh god, the caption's got that right. I don't know what the name of my god is, but since I know the true name of my god, I think whenever somebody asks me what the name of my god is, I always tell them it's none of their business.
Love to tell people to bug out. I feel like that was a pun by mistake on account of being frogs. But
I would like my name is Tad Hopscotch.
oh, okay, wow, okay. My spirit has ascended. I am on my way to Valhalla now. Y'all are gonna have to continue without me.
There we go. That's the pun.
I think so.
Oh my word. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my word. Okay. So the joke's on you. You have gathered here today because you care. Why? And this one's also a roll or choose. Up to you.
Oh yes.
I just think that love and celebrating love is the most powerful and beautiful thing in the world.
Oh. That's
Aw.
Honestly,
wonderful.
this fits.
That's beautiful.
Ooh.
Wait,
The food is
you're
really,
the
really
camera.
good. Of course it is. I made it all.
You're the photographer and the cook.
I'm the caterer. Excuse me. I'm not a cook. You might call me a chef, but that would be a bit too much. Calling me a cook is a little too low. I am a caterer. I create events, and then I photograph them for proof.
I don't know if chat can see this, but Mark says in the chat, gig economy is hell under capitalism, which is what the young people call a whole ass mood.
I apparently am best friends with Toad. I will be best friends with Frog. Yes.
All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Toad and Frog are getting married. Who are they? They certainly don't need to be cis, straight, able-bodied, or neurotypical. Roll 1d8 or choose. Note that these are jumping off points for characterizing the couple, not set in stone traits you need to apply. And I think we did decide, it was sort of decided in the process of character creation, Frog is using he, him pronouns.
Toad is using he, him.
Toad is he, him. Okay.
Oh, right. Yes.
All right. So, should we choose a couple adjectives to describe our groom and frog comrade?
Yeah.
Okay. Does somebody want to roll, or should I roll?
You haven't rolled anything.
Yeah, you should roll.
All right, I will roll. This is, of course, assuming I don't mess up the command in roll 20. Okay, what did we get here? 6 is stuffy and patient. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Toad, stuffy and patient.
This little fancy boy.
All right. Yeah. Let's see what Frog.
Oh.
Ooh,
So
double
a 6.
6.
Oh. Makes you wish we were playing a Forged in the Dark game. Restless and courageous.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like you would need a patient partner to like be able to be truly courageous and
Yes.
restless. Okay. And I'm gonna say Frog is he they, because gender, gender's funny like that.
Yes.
Gender
And
is
pronouns are
funny
even
like that.
funny. Yeah.
You do be like that.
It do be like that sometimes. Okay. All right. The
Now
wedding is
the
taking
setting.
place.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No. You're all good. The wedding is taking place 1d8 or choose. Does somebody have one that really calls out to them?
The romantic in me says amongst the lily pads is the best.
I really
Now that just
like.
reminds me of the Little Mermaid. you know, when they're singing that song, sha la 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 la, don't be die.
I like the danger of a seagull-infested beach, but I also really like just the in the shell of a very large walnut. I think that's quite nice. Space station cruise. Oh, I'm just looking at some of them. It's great.
I'm partial to the haunted swamp, so I think we don't really have a quorum here.
I think we have a quorum for rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Seven.
Hey.
Walnut wins.
Very
In
large
the
walnut.
Love and walnut wins. Yes.
I like that they specify it's a very large walnut.
I also think my frog is fairly large, so I'm not sure I'm allowed inside the walnut. I'm too large for that walnut.
But it is a very large walnut.
It's true. It's true. It is fantasy, so it could be a magically big walnut. Oh, the eyes of this frog is haunting. It's gonna stay with me for a while. Oh God.
All right. So, just a few more choices. The wedding is, and we can choose or roll. Does somebody have one that calls out to them?
I think rolling calls out to me.
Yeah.
Gotta roll.
All right. So I'm just gonna call this wedding vibes. And the wedding vibes are anything but rancid. Oops. Okay. One
Large
is
and boisterous.
large and boisterous. So I have to imagine that there are like people just like swinging from the edges of this walnut. An absolute rager, which seems only appropriate if Toad is like someone who ran a bar for very angsty wizarding students.
Yes.
Mhm. Absolutely.
You know, Toad knows how to help people decompress, blow off steam.
Yeah, and it fits with Frog's sort of restlessness of like, no, now we gotta do a conga line. No, now we gotta, it's time for a waltz, and yes.
Electro waltz.
Oh. Okay. However, you have been hired for a reason. Toad and Frog fear that, and I am going to. I'm just gonna roll for this one.
Mhm.
Toad and Frog. Anxiety. Question is, can I type? Oops. I can. I just forgot one thing. There we go.
No.
Oh no!
They will forget their steps to the first dance. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
No.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm just like imagining them like at like a rehearsal dinner, like they won't come out because they're too busy like practicing in a back room step.
I want to help them to like suggest their wedding song should be one of those songs where it instructs you how to do the dance, like put your left foot out, wiggle it a little bit, just like so.
Yes. Yeah.
I just need a dance collar.
Yep. We're all gonna do the cha-cha slide and the
Yes.
Cupid shuffle. The Cupid shuffle. That's gonna be their first dance.
Or just the time warp.
Oh yes.
There you go. Yep. The wedding guests will throw things at the DJ screen. All right. Well, let's do the time warp again. Their fears are well founded, but what they really should be worrying about are, and this one,
boy.
I could roll in secret and surprise you all, or it could be something that's known.
I am excited for a raven to scream portents.
The previous day before the wedding, the raven in the town square screams some portents at everyone.
That's
Yeah, it
more of
doesn't
a
have to be
nuisance
related.
than.
I feel like the consensus is that I should keep it a secret.
Yes.
I would love that. I think that would be great.
Okay. Okay. All right. I got it. Yep. Oh my goodness. All right. Just gonna copy over my choice into my notes. Strangely enough, a no prep game does not mean no notes game.
It's true.
Okay. Okay. Lastly, write one belief you have about love in any form. One or two sentences that is actionable, something you can use in play. This belief about love doesn't need to be accurate. It's about what your character thinks, not what's true or false. And we can also optionally write one belief about a fellow adventurer, which I think would be fun.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Give you a minute here to think it up. I only wish I was able to host the stream so I could put like the Muzak version of the Jeopardy theme on.
I have a belief about love. I came prepared. Philium believes that love is fragile and fickle, and so must be protected with utmost commitment.
I love it. I love it. Do you have one for one of your fellow adventurers?
Still working on that.
Okay.
I have one about love as well. That Tad Hopscotch believes love is the middle between gains and spotting. You need both discipline and kindness in equal measure.
I love the framing of that.
Yes.
I think Estimir believes that this is love's world. We are all merely living in it.
That's lovely.
Wow. These are some really, I mean, these are some well-read frog, let me tell you. Oh my goodness. Thank you for dropping those in the chat because my summaries did not do them justice.
I know the feeling. Being having been a GM for many games.
Yeah. Okay. And so you each have 2 stats, adventure and wedding. This is where the meme "you have 2 stats" come from. If you've ever seen that on the social media and wondered what. So I'm kind of thinking it's time to dive in. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's actually so we're reaching the 1 hour mark. How are you all doing? Does anyone need a break? I want to offer that before we jump in.
Yeah, I could use a refill on my tea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
So why don't we do that, and then before you leave, just make sure that you mute your mic, and then we'll take a 5-minute break here. Let's meet back at the top of the hour.
I
all right.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Looks
I'm
like we're
back
all
as well. Yeah.
Also back.
Hooray.
Thank you.
Hooray, hooray. Okay. All right. So, where do you all
Wait, do we have
where do you
Halceon?
all picture?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
I have also formed a belief about Estimir Firescape.
Ooh.
Estimir doesn't need a blessed armor. They need to believe in themselves as much as they're divine.
Ah.
Which is to say, the blessed armor was in you all along.
William, I've been stabbed before.
Nonsense. People don't get stabbed.
Oh my goodness. I thought stabbing was for amateurs. If you really want to get somebody, have your god do it for you.
What if
As a
the god is
paladin, I can
busy
assure you that
wrestling?
this is not the case.
He's busy wrestling with me.
Ah, that's what's keeping the
Yeah.
god away.
Sometimes there's a bit of a lag in the answering the prayers. Hold on! I'm in a half Nelson. Yeah. So. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay.
It's a tiny picture. No.
Okay. Is there anyone else who didn't get a chance to share a belief about someone else that they wanted to?
Mm. Who do I have a belief about? I guess it might be Tad. I think that I think that Tad should honestly give my god a break. My theology is practically in ruins. Please stop wrestling my god. You're too powerful.
Now I have my official picture here. There we go. I'll delete the other one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. For those because folks on watching the stream can't see this. It is a large I believe that's a frog.
It's a budget frog, yeah.
Yeah. And it has the most happy looking open mouth with just two little teeth at the bottom.
No.
Yeah, it's great.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Okay. So, are you wrestling this god at the wedding?
I mean, if they show up, we might, get into it. But I mean, it's not. I have been hired as a DJ, and that is where my focus will lie. But wrestling with that god is so much fun. So if they do show up, that might happen.
So this is like you've got the track. you've got this god's track. So like, if this god shows up, you can start playing their music as they make their grand entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I see how it is.
Absolutely.
I love that. Okay. What is our photographer doing?
Well, I am. I think like I am kind of hovering around the buffet table. I am. Oh, by the way, my number is 2. I have like. I have fully committed to this wedding. I'm not even bearing arms for this one.
Hey,
I just
we
have
need
my
to
camera
choose,
and I'm.
That's a good point. We should. I did forget something. The 2 stats, adventure and wedding. Assign yourself a number between 2 and 5. And was it? Let's see. Estamir has 2 adventure and what?
Well, it's only. I think it's just the one stat. Like.
it's a,
Look,
it's
look,
a
just have the
scale.
one number. You roll
Okay.
under. You roll under for adventure, and you roll over for wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Classic
I
levels
get
and feeling stuff.
Glorious. Okay.
My number is 3. Still mostly wedding focused, but a bit more adventure.
All right.
I think Tad is all about that adventure life. You know, that, yeah, it's going to be a 5.
Oh my word. Okay. All right. Just really commit. Really commit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it fits, right? The raging out. I
Yeah.
suppose it does.
Yeah. Like, he might be slinging, the music, but mentally, he's like, I don't know, just hypothetically, maybe like wrestling a god or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm into this. And so our photographer is hanging out by the buffet. Are you like snacking? What's going on here? Or is this just like you don't have anything better to do?
Well, specifically, I am. I think as soon as somebody goes up to the buffet and like grabs a snack, I think I register what kind of snack they take, and I take a picture of them, like with a big flash and everything. I have a professional camera. I take a picture. They are briefly blinded, and sometimes the food falls out of their hands. Sometimes they just keep eating, like nothing's happened. Sometimes they ask me what the hell I'm doing, and I tell them the same thing every time. I am making sure everybody's having a good time and producing photographic proof of this. Also, how are you enjoying the food?
You tried
So
that.
Okay, so on the level then, is this just going to end up in like a marketing campaign of people eating your food so you can sell more catering gigs down the line?
No. I'm gonna develop all these photos and combine them into a photo album that I will later review to firm up my memories of this wedding.
Okay, so these are mementos for you, not even for Toad and Frog. Okay.
Well, Toad and Frog can have a copy if they want. The originals will be with me, though.
I see. Okay.
I'm keeping the negatives.
Were you hired as a photographer, or did you just show up as a photographer?
I'm just thinking the same thing.
I think there was a hired photographer, and I ran them off.
Oh my god! I almost did a spit take.
There's only room for one in this wedding.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Well, you're a photographer at a wedding, so you might as well be the wedding photographer.
All right.
There's really no
Okay.
need for two.
All right. There can be only one wedding photographer.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's like a destined Highlander thing.
Yep. Yep. That's what I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All right. What is our best frog doing here?
Yes.
I think I'm greeting guests as they arrive. Not everyone, because there's so many, but there's probably like a front gate to the venue, and I'm hanging out there and being like, if anyone has questions, like the food is over there. Beware of the photographer. The groom section is here, and what's the gender neutral? Well, the other grooms section is over here.
Yeah, I think groom works for someone who's using he, they pronouns. Yeah.
Friend of the groom or friend of the groom. And, the helping out in that way. But also, secretly, we had to expand the area a little hastily. Because you know how it goes. You send out like 500 invitations and you expect 100 people to arrive. Everybody's here.
Oh my gosh. And that's part of what makes it so big and raucous, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we had to move the sort of the fence around the area out a little, and didn't have time to put up the decorations back. So I'm maintaining the illusion of decorations.
Just hastily running around putting up like streamers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think
would you give the sort of decorative white picket fence around the walnut shell a bit of a sort of eerie bluish glow? Because the flowers on it are all fake. More fake than usual.
I love it.
Fake flowers.
Yep. Only the best. Only the best of plastic flowers. And I think, so Toad and Frog are still in the back, going over their dance steps. And no matter how many times somebody comes back there to remind them that the music has the steps in it that they can follow, it doesn't matter. They're so anxious that they are practicing behind the scene. I think an elderly frog comes up to the buffet table and takes like a candied fly and pops it in her mouth.
I try to catch it mid. I try to catch the moment like mid throw, like I want to catch the candied fly midair. This is a precious photo opportunity.
Okay. I don't know that this is really risky, but give me a roll just for the fun of it.
Mm-hmm. So this is 1d6. Can I say that I'm prepared because I've been kind of staking out this table the whole time?
Oh, absolutely.
I count as an expert for being the wedding photographer.
Oh yeah.
the wedding photographer. There was never any other photographer.
Yeah, no, of course not. No,
No.
there was never. We don't even know that other frog.
Okay, so 3
Yeah,
dice.
go ahead and roll. Yeah, 3d6.
That's 3 successes.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh my god.
I get some extra
Okay.
fact. I get like the composition is dead on. It's perfect.
Yep, it is the perfect photo of this elderly frog being absolutely caught out, just totally mid mouth, tongue reaching out to grab this candied fly, and you catch it midair. It's like, I mean, it could be on National Geographic. It's that great. Mark says in the chat, Frogtography of the year. Yeah, so you get this perfect photo, and I think this elderly frog catches the candied fly, turns and looks just totally bewildered at what just happened, and then you see like a pause, and then there's a gasping and a bit of a frantic look, like, uh-oh, the shock is I didn't swallow this quite right. I need a little help here. And is like motioning to you to like come help, please help. Give me a pat on the back or something. And it's not full on choking, but I think the worst of it is just the panic, right?
I think I said.
Just go ahead.
I think I step over and go, before I do this, I must warn you that I'm extremely poisonous, and then give them a pat on the back.
No. Extremely.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is definitely risky. I'm not going to give you prepared, but I will give you an expert because you're an expert in your own poison.
Mm-hmm. Is this wedding or adventure?
Ooh.
Physical feats, heroic action,
Frog-related antics.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is probably adventure then. Yeah.
Also, tasks related to your day job of saving people.
Yeah.
You need to roll below a 2.
Oh boy.
And I do.
Hey!
All right. So that's a 3 and a 1, which we'll take the 1. And yeah, so you do. So
I barely manage it. The GM inflicts a complication, harm, or cost.
Oh boy. Well, you are poisonous.
I'm very
so I
poisonous.
think what I think it is like the elderly frog is manages to dislodge this candied fly and then properly digest it. But you notice their color isn't looking quite right. And go ahead, yeah.
Can I make a suggestion? Because I'm imagining sort of like a Heimlich or like a pat on the back where they spit out the candied frog. I would like to like use my very long tongue and then just snatch it out of the air and just go extra gains, kind of that would be great.
I will allow it. I will allow it.
Yes.
Make it so. Make it so. Yeah. Make it. I should say, make it so. Number one frog. Go ahead and give a roll. I think. Yeah. 2d6 because I don't think you are. I don't think you are an expert, but you are definitely prepared for this.
Yeah.
You are ready to get those gains.
Yep. Always. All right. Let's see how it goes. I need to roll. Wait, are we rolling adventure or winning?
Oh, we should have declared that before, but I definitely think it's adventure.
Adventure. So I need to roll below my 5. I rolled a 2, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yum. Delicious. Only one success though. Oh, I did roll my number. Is that a thing? Is that a special thing?
Yep.
That is a thing.
You get a wedding adventure.
Ooh.
It is. Yes, it is.
I think, Tad is always worrying about how other people are doing. So how can I ease someone's burden?
I think what the grooms need is not reassurance that the dance is going to be fine. But they need to be reminded that the dance isn't what matters. What matters is what this day represents. And if you were to remind them of that, I think it would go a long way towards alleviating this obsession with trying to get the dance right.
Okay. Then I would like to queue up 5-6 tracks of Now That's What I Call a Wedding album, and go to their place. But we don't need to go into that scene. Like, let's maybe resolve. I forgot your frog's name. Happy birthday,
Estamir?
Estamir. That's right. Yes, Estamir's scene.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's not much more that happens here with Estamir. I think Estamir just goes up to the just looks the elderly person in the eye and goes, "You are alive and safe and thriving for now. You have been immortalized as a part of this wedding. Take pride in this."
And I think this off-color elderly frog just kind of meanders off, just completely stunned by this whole moment. Like this was so far beyond the pale that there's nothing to be said. There's nothing that this frog could possibly say that would rival the absolute absurdity of this moment.
I guess there says, "Wait, one more thing before I leave you.
Yes?
If the numbness does not subside in 30 minutes, seek immediate medical attention." That is all. And Estamir walks off.
Oh my gosh.
I think you need like a business card, which says Estamir, photographer and paladin on one side, and on the other side is like the stuff they say at the end of medicine commercials.
In really small script.
Large doses of Estimir may be harmful to your health.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Side effects may include
Nausea, dizziness, death, paralysis, and many other things.
Profound appreciation for love and photography.
Uh-huh.
bursting out in just song.
Life-changing
Hopefully-
revelations.
Yep. Talk to your doctor if contact with the poison frog is right for you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, should we transition to what Liam is going to say to Frog and Toad and Frog?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Are we zooming to the speeching?
Well, I was thinking,
or
do you want to make this a speech that you say in front of everyone? Is this like what your is this like what you're thinking will be like the big toast? Or do you think
I think that's the expectation. We
you think
might
this
have
is more
something in personal and private, but also I think there is an expectation of me
right
to make the toast.
I'm wondering because this is let's see, because what I'm thinking is, so are you thinking you're going to put the whole knowledge of what Toad and Frog need in your back pocket and save it for the big, or are you going to
I think I want to see them with checking in on them first.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
Sort of, as the bigger stream of people arriving subsides, maybe put somebody else in charge of the gate and be like, okay, I have some. Is there a term in English for people who are about to get married?
Engaged?
Engaged. Yeah.
I'm looking for like an alternative for newlyweds, but I guess
Like like newlyweds, but not yet.
Yeah,
not yet weds.
About newlyweds. Oh, that's fun.
That's a good one.
Thanks. So I need to go check in on the newlyweds. What's the gate for me? Okay, cool. Just like some random guest is like now. Okay.
Wait, am I there as well? I went to go talk to them about the importance of believing in Christmas. I mean, believing in love. About weddings.
I think we meet at the door.
Yeah. Okay.
So the two of you meet at the door, and before you even open the door, you can hear the music, and you can hear like pained cries, like the kind of, somebody stepped on somebody else's foot, and that awkward, the awkward kind of noises that you make when you keep messing up, and yeah, so do you knock or do you just open the door?
I just opened the door.
Okay. Yeah, so they're in there, they're practicing these dance steps, and you can see that like you can see that Toad is just very prim and proper, very not frustrated, even though like Frog keeps stepping on his foot, and Frog is like very determined to get this right, but also just like wanting to be done with this practicing the dance steps, which is contributing to the general vibe of frustration.
Toad? Frog. I see you are still in the prep phase, and I regret to inform you that we, the wedding, have moved on to stage 1. Which is to say, we need you out there.
I try to squeeze through the door as well.
And I'm just like, Toad, your grandma is here, and she would, it would be a good idea to say hi to her before, before she needs to take her medicine and lie down for a while. Frog.
No.
Oh my.
Frog, your little cousins are here, and you know how they get. It would be cool if you were at least to, show up, say hi, before they start complaining. And we don't want that, okay? Can we move on to the mingling?
And Frog is excitedly listening. Like, yes, I need an excuse to not be doing this anymore, but I also, I'm torn between practicing these dance steps and also being really tired of practicing these dance steps. And it's like, oh, my little cousins are out there and they want to see me. Okay. I mean, I haven't seen them since they were tadpoles, but oh
yeah, no, they've become a lot more jumpy since then.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this dancing, I tell you what, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this, but I just keep getting the count wrong. I get distracted by something. I mean, have you tried those candy flies out there? I snuck one before we started practicing this dance, and they're really good.
They are.
Well, I'll be sure to grab some. But look. Hold on. I need to figure out the sentence.
But while William's thinking, perhaps I can offer some wisdom I learned while on my adventuring life. I learned this on the treadmill. It's not about how many steps you take or if you stumble a bit on the way and land smack down into the treadmill and are thrown across the room, toppling over several other machines. It's more about you finish your workout, you take that shower, you feel good about the rest of your day. It's just about getting out there and just doing your best. Yeah.
And I think Toad is deeply appreciative of these words, and kind of puts one hand on Frog's shoulder and another on Liam's shoulder and says, Yeah, I think that's right. We can't focus on the mistakes. We gotta keep moving forward. You learned this on the treadmill?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna have to
I
up
can
my
tell
game.
you the specific program, the treadmill. Maybe the wisdom will strike you as well.
You'll have to send me this program when I get back from my
Oh yeah.
from um
Right. Yes. What Tad says is really good advice, and since we are focusing on the bigger picture here, there are guests. There are many guests. Some of them will like a bit of your attention. Come on, let's go.
and
just-
Frog, I think.
I just
sorry,
queued
go
up
ahead.
the Macarena, so it's gonna go off soon.
Yep. Okay. And I think Frog, as the four of you are walking out, I think Frog says something like, "Chin up. We're going to carpe fly'em."
That is slightly door shaped for a little bit while after getting out of the door, but yeah, takes it to heart.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think like the scene as you like, I don't know, it's kind of like when you're doing your own thing, sometimes you don't notice everything that's happening around you, but it is really, it is really wild out here. What do you think, Ted Hopscotch, what do you think you left playing when you left to go talk to Toad and Frog? What kind of music was playing?
Van Halen's Jump, which is kind of a triggering thing for frogs and toads alike, because the instruction is quite dangerous, one would say, at a venue for a very jump-capable beings.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of one of those things where there's like maybe a couple who are like a couple frogs who are like trying to keep people from knocking over tables every time they hear the word jump, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yep.
Please.
But
Please jump only in the designated jumping area.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but it's good vibes. I mean, the place is popping.
The walnut is softly swinging from side to side.
Yes.
And yeah, that was, perfect song choice there. And HB, does Estimir stick with the buffet area or move along after that dramatic moment with the elderly frog?
I think I've gotten enough shots of the buffet table, and that I've taken about like 50 of them.
Oh my God.
So now I'm moving on to the rest of the party. I'm trying to catch a frog mid jump. Like during the dance itself, I think I wait for David Lee Roth to say jump, and then I take a picture of a likely looking frog.
Oh yes.
Is this like one of those photos where everybody, like, you see these like groups of people who like all try to jump at the same time so you can catch a photo of them in midair.
Yeah, I think it's a little like that. I think it's a little like that one Salvador Dali photograph of like water spilling, chairs flying, and everybody jumping, and basically trying to take that.
It's like one frog on a stool just vibing with a flower bud on its head, falling asleep.
Uh-huh.
Does the call to jump, does that affect you? Estimir, does it affect you?
I am a paladin. I trained for however many. I trained for frankly too many years to control all of my impulses and align my innermost essence with my god. Which is to say that I absolutely do still want to jump, but I barely hold off.
But by the grace of your god,
Crisis of religion. Yes.
I think you can see I think you can see like the little letter I on my back. It's like a. I realize what the scar looks like. It's like a little. Serif tie, like what you would see on an information kiosk.
Yeah.
That's what the scar looks like, and I think it burns with holy fire whenever I hear jump.
Good.
So does that make not jumping like a sin in the eyes of your god?
No. The holy fire reminds me of my resolve not to jump, to control my base impulses.
Okay, so this is resisting temptation. Okay.
It is.
I see. Okay. All right.
I know the true name of my god. I only listen to what my god tells me. David Lee Roth is not my god.
Not yet.
If your god told you to jump, oh boy.
Oh yeah, if my god tells me to jump, I ask how high.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay.
But yeah, I have my camera at the ready, and I'm taking pictures of the carnage.
Yeah. Obviously, as we walk out into the main area, Valhalla is jumping, and I'm immediately in the air.
Gotta do it.
And also probably blowing fire.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
I think, I'm about to just go pick up that little frog that's vibing on a stool and hug him, but I like bend down and go, do I have your permission to hug you?
And I think this little frog opens arms wide, and it's just like, bring it in. Today's the day for this.
Oh, I love weddings. I pick up the frog and I just jump and hug and jump and hug. Yeah. I'm big, so I'm maybe rocking the place a bit. But anyway, everyone's jumping, so that's okay.
And I think because this is a little frog, it's like they don't even have a chance to jump, because by the time you jump, their little feet are just dangling in the air as you carry them in this hug jump. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. I love this so much. What do you think? What do you think you do musically to sort of change the atmosphere, get everybody like in the mood for something serious?
I think I bring it down a little bit. I think I put on a Sarah McLachlan, like "I Will Remember You," prefaced by the words of let's all remember the ones who cashed in their season pass to the gym early, those that couldn't make it today, and like kiss two of my froth fingers up to the sky. And let's take a song-length moment of silence for those amphibians that couldn't make it today. And put on "I Will Remember You" by Sarah McLachlan. Just like bring it down to a little bit somberness, and get people ready for like, yes, we should also remember the ones who couldn't make it.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely. And I think the same, I think Grandma just immediately starts tearing up.
No, Grandma.
And is I think the whole crowd, as the volume comes down to a subtle roar, I think you can hear Grandma just saying something like, I know you're watching from above, and like holding up a hanky in one hand, and I feel like Liam knows this is she's missing Grandpa, who is not with us today, but absolutely cheering on Toad and Frog today from wherever frogs go in the afterlife. Maybe Fly Holla. Lot of oh my gosh. Okay. Amphahala. Yup. Amphahala. So she says, I know you're looking down on us from Amphahala. And it does. It's like it's almost unnerving, right? Because when you're so used to so much noise and chaos in one space, in this large walnut, the fact that people manage to like get themselves together enough that it is not super loud and wild, it's almost unnerving how quiet it is. But the song plays on, and go ahead.
I think I sort of tap Toto on the shoulder and like, I think it would be a good idea if you went over and gave your grandma a shoulder to lean on.
And I think there's like a yes. And I think Toad straightens up and it's like right, and goes over and I think pulls up a chair next to Grandma and just kind of brings her in with a side hug, and yeah, what kind of images is our photographer capturing in this moment?
I'd like to ask you a question. Have you ever seen a frog cry?
No.
I think
What is
I don't think Estamir has seen it either, but is determined to capture this moment.
Okay.
Just kind of looking for some tears, trying to find the right light.
Yep. Yep.
Every emotional nuance of the situation must be captured photographically.
Mm.
Okay. Now, is this like from a respectful distance, or are you like getting up in people's personal space and like, you know, like paparazzi or something?
I think mostly from a respectful distance. I don't think I'm a paladin, not a ghoul. So I'm just I'm trying to catch it. It's definitely invasive, but not in like a get up in your face kind of way. More like like I am capturing these people in the moment of emotional vulnerability.
Right. Okay.
Lovely.
Okay. Well, thank your God for the fact that you are not a ghoul. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I think Frog Frog turns to Cad and probably go like doesn't just turn to, but goes over to the DJ's booth
Mm-hmm.
and says something like I know it's not my place or anything, but did 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 you lose anyone?
Well, I did lose someone recently. My spotting partner. May he rest on the most calm lily pad in the lake. He lifted oh, this is hard. He lifted a videotape and I said, don't do it. It's too heavy. You don't got the gains. But he didn't listen. And now he's so flat. We didn't even need to dig such a deep grave because he was already so flat. Yeah.
And I think Frog is right there with you in tears, because for Frog, courageous also means being unafraid to show emotion. And Frog is right there with you in tears and says, thank you for sharing that with me. I will carry this with me and cherish this moment that you shared with me. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks for spotting my emotional weight, bro.
I take a picture of this.
I always have. The Frog says, I always have the gains for this emotional weight.
Come here. Yeah. I hug. I don't know. Before I'm just like almost in the like hug, like only if you want to hug.
Bring it in here, buddy. Bring it in.
Squeeze him good. I'm trying to make sure his their I was about to say costume. Their clothing doesn't get too, crumpled up on their big day.
Excellent. Yeah. This is great. Yeah. Liam, as you're watching all this, is there anything that comes up for you?
I think I'm mostly sort of keeping my own emotions in the background, just making sure people who need a shoulder get a shoulder. People who want to be left alone are left alone. Sort of trying to chaperone the proceedings, of which I don't know. I feel like that's a role.
It's like still in full admin mode. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
There's stuff is going on in the back of the head probably. Also stuff about like, well, the phrasing of those who can be here with us applies to both people we've lost and can never be with us, but also those who had other business to attend to. This is sort of,
You're just really, really overthinking this.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But didn't everyone make it? That was the problem.
Yeah, no, it's more like people who weren't invited, but I would have liked to see.
True, yeah.
A different kind of not here today.
Gotcha.
You're just exploring the possibilities, just so I don't have to think about specifics.
Yes.
And that lets me keep admin mode on.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Okay. Did you want to make that a roll? Because I think that would be
I think
wedding.
I want to. Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's lovely.
I don't think I'm specifically prepared for this, but I do think I'm an expert in admin moding.
Okay. Yeah.
Being an academic, I've probably had to sort of teacher's assist or even teach myself before, and sort of keeping track of a bunch of people is something I've done. So I think I'm an expert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, make that 2d6 then. Okay.
What was my thing? I need to roll above a 3, which is good.
Hey,
Yeah,
nice.
you too.
Okay. And I think, yeah. So tell me, I'm gonna let you, because this is good. I think, yeah. This is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
For you at least.
Yeah.
What does that mean for someone who is overthinking? What is it like? Something just clicks in place and you realize, like, you don't have to overthink it, or what does that look like for you?
I think it goes from like sort of it feels good. Okay, so a thing that probably isn't long term healthy, but definitely feels good in the moment and helps in the moment is a certain depersonalization. Like, this isn't about me. I am, sort of full support mode. These people are having a moment. Give them what they need, if possible. This wedding isn't about me, but I need to be, making sure it goes smoothly, and sort of a bit of like, instead of there's something I would like to not be thinking about right now, and therefore I will be distracting myself, which was the original. It's more like, no, put a pin in that. Yes, I'll think about my person, but I will do that tomorrow in a certain what's the term? Emotional acceptance therapy way.
Acceptance and commitment therapy.
Yeah, I guess that's the one. But yeah, sort of, realize that the thing wants to happen. Acknowledge, but also postpone.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
it's probably not the healthiest way to deal with that, but it's something that is like, not fully suppressing, not fully sort of ignoring the problem.
Right.
Just,
Right.
like, focusing on support.
Like aware of your
It's fine
feelings, but
yourself.
this is not the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And a little watery eyed.
Hold back those tears.
Truly, truly a mensch. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I love it. I love it. So we are at the 2 hour mark. I want to check in with you all. How are you doing? Do you wanna take another break, or should we keep going through?
I could do a 5-minute break. So I need some water, hydrate everybody, and
Drink water.
yeah, drink water.
Yeah. So let's reconvene in say 5 minutes. Grab some
Mhm.
water,
Mhm.
stretch the legs, do all that wonderful stuff, and we'll meet back here.
Sounds great.
All right.
Don't forget to mute your mics.
Yes.
Hmm?
All right, it looks like everybody's back.
Mm-hmm.
Think so?
Oh yeah, I forgot to
Alright.
post. But I am back.
Hooray. Okay. Okay. So now that the walnut is slightly less, the vibes here are still, everybody is really really happy to be here. But the music did its job. Everybody's a little more solemn, still celebratory, but the mood is right if there's anyone who wants to say something, or you know the mood is right for some serious words to mark this occasion.
I think I don't know if we have like a master of ceremonies. We probably do, or at least we probably have somebody who does the actual ritual. But I think in my organizer role here, I think I'm gonna step up on, I don't know if there's a stage or more just like in the center of proceedings, and go like, well, now that we have come to a more serious tone, I think this is the time for, if anyone has any grievances, any reason they see where these two lovely people should not be joined in marriage, we will hear you out.
I like to crack my knuckles just in case someone thinks about speaking up.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I think there's a moment of silence, maybe a cough or two. I think there's one like person loudly gulping who's still at the buffet, at the buffet table, and then I think there's someone else who stands, and raises a glass and says, sorry, in the chat, look everyone, it's the missing photographer. But no, I I think it's probably like it's one of the little cousins.
Ooh.
And the little cousin, you would guess just by looking at this little cousin, is the bookish type. Has big rimhorn glasses, and raises the glass and says, "I like to think about the first law of thermodynamics, that no energy in the universe."
As we all do.
That no energy in the universe is created and none is destroyed. That means that every bit of energy inside us, every particle will go on to be a part of something else. Maybe live as a dragonfish, a microbe, maybe burn in a supernova 10 billion years from now. And every part of us now that was once a part of some other thing, a moon, a storm cloud, a mammoth, even a monkey, thousands and thousands of other beautiful things that were just as terrified as we are living this life. They live on in us, giving them new life. And a good one, I hope. Here's to you, cousin, to a good life. May all the living things that make up you have that good life too.
Applause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, and you all, yeah, there's riveting and there's there's croaking and clapping and
raucous riveting.
Yep.
Just
It's
so
all
many frog
there.
noises.
It's all there. Absolutely.
I didn't understand half the words, but they sounded so good. Yeah, it's good. Great speech.
Wonderful. Okay. Does, just out of curiosity, does Liam say anything here?
I feel I have a speech. I have a speech written. I've been using my breaks well. I feel like that speech is sort of after vows and after dance somewhere there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think what is before I ask about the music, what is our one and only true photographer? What is the photographer capturing here?
I think I definitely capture a picture of the little cousin, delivering a lecture from like a low angle to make him look very impressive.
Yeah.
You just lie down on the ground as you take the photo.
Maybe like an over-the-shoulder shot where you can see the one giving the speech and the couple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And this makes this absolutely, just this adorably young frog look very imposing and regal in this shot. Definitely some quality work there. Sorry, it sounded like somebody else is going to say something.
No,
I don't think so.
Okay. I thought I cut someone off.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And what DJ, how do you start this off? Does this I mean, is this like is it like I don't know. Do you think it's
Is it time
Here
for the
Comes
march?
Bride? Yeah. Is it like Here Comes the Bride, or what do you think?
Or the walk up the aisle, or what?
I think it's time for that. Yeah.
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 To frame how this looks like, I think we've moved on in modern frog society. We've moved on from the marriage traditions that are based on like transaction, right? The bride isn't delivered and given to the groom. These are people coming together. So there's instead of like one central aisle, there's sort of the back of the room, which is seating, and there's entries from the sides where one room is on one side and the other one on the other one. They walk in from the sides, meet in the middle, and then walk up to the altar or equivalent.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
So there's two sections of seating in front, making the aisles.
I think as they walk in, do sort of like epic walking song, like do 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 do. I can't remember the song, but like I think
was that the John Cena song?
Yeah, that's the one. Yes. So like I think
My God.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
yeah, like the John Cena entering, but like they're entering at the same time. But I think, over the music, I'm almost like that muffled sound when someone's holding the mic so it doesn't get from all the angles. So it's kind of like that muffled sound and go like, on a ride, a boner, an amazing guy. We got Toad, everybody. Do, 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 do. And on our left, Frog. There ain't nothing he won't try. He got emotional gains like Arnold. Do, 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 do. And then, that I think will be the walking music. Hype them up.
Oh my gosh. And it is perfect because you've got Frog is just strolling in there like this is the moment that they've been waiting for. And in some ways it is, but that doesn't make it any less scary. But you notice that Frog has really put behind them the anxiousness from before, and now is just walking in there like they own the room. And Toad is probably a little more serene, a little more reserved, but this is definitely a triumphant march to the center, a real coming together that you've orchestrated with this music.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Liam, are you officiating, or are you just?
I don't think I'm officiating.
Kind of corralling people. Okay. So you were just kind of corralling people to get things moving.
Yeah. I think in this part I am sort of, if there's corralling to do somebody else is doing, I am at the I'm in the best man position, best Toad position.
Yes.
Which is slightly off to the side from the couple.
Right. Are you like best frog to them both, or just to Toad?
No, just to Toad. There is there is a best frog, but we haven't put them on screen.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And I suspect that the that Frog has I suspect that same little cousin is in Frog's on Frog's side of the wedding party, and definitely beaming with excitement here as they come together.
Love to see it.
And okay. In the chat, I see there's an idea for an officiant. I want to hear this.
It's a little wild, but I feel like it's in spirit of a fantasy world. What if Estemir's god makes a manifestation, an avatar, an appearance on this here walnut covered earth, and gets these crazy kids married.
Okay. Do we have somebody to call down this manifestation of my god, or is
I think that's your job.
Okay.
You have the best connections. You have the direct phone line.
It's not Tuesday, so it's not a wrestling, appointment. So.
Right. You've got on speed dial.
Yeah, I think I set down my camera, walk up the aisle, and I think I walk between Frog and Toad, give both of them an approving nod, stand by the altar, and I think I stand tall, put my hands up to the sky, and I think I look at everyone and go, all right, you may want to plug up your ears for this one. This is
hands on ears.
But the other, like DJs have like a headphone where they have one off. Put the other one on.
Yeah.
And I think I look to the sky and begin to chant the true name of my god. to call them down from the heavens.
Yes.
To observe the marriage. To observe the marriage of Frog and Toad on this day of all days.
Yes.
And to recognize it as holy.
Oh my word! Is this like speaking unutterable phrases from the words? Is this like speaking unutterable words, or is it just very powerful and therefore almost painful to hear?
Listen.
Is this ridiculously mundane? And it's more like, I don't want people to learn the true name of my god, A, because it's going to give them power to invoke it, and B, because it's like Carl.
I don't think it's Carl. I think it's much longer than that, or at least I make it sound much longer than that. Mm-hmm. But there is I like the idea of it being one syllable, but it's probably like a fairly complicated syllable. And I think I pronounce it. I chant it to myself several times. And I think I want to say that definitely plugging up your ears is a measure to try and prevent other people from learning the true name of my god. And I think, but I think the god will definitely appear. It's also going to be a little humbler than a pillar of fire from the heavens. That being said, I cannot guarantee that looking upon my god will also not kill you.
All right.
Now I'm wondering if Tad knows your god is the god he's wrestling with. Curious.
It would be very funny if no.
Yes. Because right now I'm just like, yeah, this is rad. Cool. Okay.
Love an awkward meeting at a wedding.
What a beautiful wedding. This is the DJ to the god.
Okay. I feel like I'm an expert and I've prepared for this. But I'm worried that this might be adventure.
It's would
I think so. I think so. Which makes this pretty dicey.
It's very dicey.
It is so dicey.
But I succeed!
Woo!
Not without complication, though.
That's fine.
not complication.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I like the idea that the eye from my back just kind of there's like a fiery after image of the eye on my back that just kind of detaches and like increases in size behind me until it becomes the shadow of a god.
Now, is this the kind of thing where it's like the presence of your god is so magnificent that like we don't really have any sort of like shape or sense of what your god looks like, or is it, or does your god kind of like turn their godliness down from 11 so that people can perceive their god?
I think you can only see the shadow because seeing the whole of the god is kind of defeats the whole point, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay. And I think I think your god comes down, and in the shadow I think like all the guests start moving away from the shadow, but like a couple of frogs and toads get caught in the shadow, and you see them just instantly turn to icicles, into, or should I say, frogsicles. And the good thing is that this is not nobody's just died here, but they're chilling out.
You did not.
They've been put on ice.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to, maybe once the god has ascended again, somebody's gonna have to thaw them out. Yeah. Okay.
I think Estamir starts.
We're gonna need blankets.
I think Estamir starts speaking the right words, and the voice of their god just kind of reverberates through them as they do. There is I think the spots on their I think their warning coloration just kind of starts rearranging itself all over their body. There is like I think the windows begin to shake with the voice. There's a lot going on right now.
Oh my gosh! So is this spot, like the coloration, is it moving like a lava lamp, or is it something?
It's like a lava lamp, yeah.
I love that. That's great.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. This is some serious imagery here. Okay.
Do I recognize the god?
You absolutely do.
Okay, then I want to say, oh shit! It's Carl, everybody! And then just like jump over to suplex him.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think that's gonna be an adventure roll, I think.
Yes, my best stat.
Yeah.
I am a warrior, so I feel I am. I'm not prepared for this, but I definitely am an expert.
Yep. Well, I could see an argument either way. I'll let you decide, but I feel like if wrestling is a regular thing, I would say you could take prepared as well. But it's up to you whether you want to take prepared.
I think I'm always prepared to throw down. Let's be real, but I don't think I'm prepared to wrestling like Estemir's guard just come out. Like this is like a pure like impulse thing.
Right.
You're not
rather
prepared to
than-
wrestle in your DJ clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Unless they burst through when. Yes. All right, let's try it. I need to roll what below, so that's a 3. But I also rolled my number.
Yes, below. And-
Okay, so it's a complication.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think let's see here.
Hold up.
I think
Is this a
something-
wedding adventure?
This is a wedding adventure. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Why don't you give me your question, and I might even work it into the scene itself.
Yeah. Why should I be worried?
Okay. Okay. So you absolutely suplex Estemir's god, and as this struggle continues, I think the guests are just totally into it, and
Like,
are
oh no.
they are cheering. They are like I mean, it is, it is I mean, it's Ric Flair. It's it's Sting when the lights go out in the stadium and everybody hears the cawing of the corvids. It is just the crowd is going wild. And as you're wrestling, you don't quite hear the voice of this god, but you get a supernatural insight that tells you that something or someone is going to interrupt this wedding. And you have very little time to prepare.
I like the idea of like just wrestling with a god inadvertently gives you visions. So it's just sort of like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I think I get really into it. I go, oh, hold up. There's someone uninvited. I got an opposite good feeling of this.
Oh no.
Estemir's standing stock still and just kind of shaking.
I had him pinned just a mere moment ago. What is the look on Estemir's face? I'm curious at this point.
I think Estemir. Listen, as a paladin, Estemir has about 300% more crises of faith than the regular person,
Yeah.
and this is one of them.
So I
This
think
could happen on this holiest of holy days. At the hands of none other than Tad Hopscotch.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking around for like, what is this thing that's giving him bad vibes, TM? So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Philium is just like anxiously looking at the crowd. Okay. So they are at like they're rowdy, but they're not raucous yet. We're good. Maybe I need to start stepping in. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I didn't have anything. Go on.
Okay. Okay, I think when this is something that you said to the whole. This is something you said out loud. You announced to the, or did you say it just to the wedding party up at the front?
I think I said it out loud. Like,
Okay.
this is something everyone needs to know. Like, we're here to bring these two together, and the more we have aware of something bad coming, the better.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
might be panicked because of it. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think for sure I think it goes from I think it goes from, excitement and, wanting to see uh uh a mere mortal frog triumph over a god, uh but also now there's the it's changing. Now it's shifting. Now there's it's a little more frantic. There's a little more panic in people's cheering. Um, it's almost like they didn't quite register that this might be bad. It's more just like they picked up on the feeling of like, ooh, something bad is coming. Um, so now there's definitely a mix of excitement and panic in the crowd as they're cheering on. Are you still wrestling with the
No,
god?
I imagine I had like Estemir's God in sort of a chokehold when I got the thing and looked up quizzically around and out the thing. But after like I stopped looking around and like let him go, dusted off my suit and maybe a bit of embarrassment to have caused this raucousness. Like this is not my wrestling Tuesday. So I think maybe I look a bit like egg on my face and quietly go back to the DJ booth.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I'm nudging Estamir. It's like, Estamir, hey, say the line.
What? I was say the line.
The line.
Todd, Toad, Frog. To me, we must conclude this wedding.
Yes.
Please, you must. What were the words? Filium. What were the words?
Something about by the power vested in me.
But I have
by
no
this
power
loser
vested
behind
in
who
me.
just got
My
wrestled.
God has forsaken me. I have no blessed armor. I have no God. I've lost everything. In my hour of triumph.
I would like to grab you by your lapels.
Uh-huh.
Give one firm shake. And just say, you are not facing knives and swords. You don't need that armor. You are the armor. Get it together.
I will try. I will make an attempt. I will see. What were the words, Filium? Should speak from the heart.
Marriage is what brings us here together today.
All right. Toad, Frog, marriage. Yes, marriage is what brings us here today. So I put this question to you. Are you prepared to commit? Are you prepared to devote your lives to one another? Are you prepared to be wedded? Is this commitment, this challenge, something you see yourself being up for?
Toad. Toad looks at Frog, and Frog looks at Toad, and there's a moment, there's a pause, there's a tension, and Toad says, yes. Frog says, abso-fucking-lutely.
Then the pact is sealed. You are wedded. So I have said, and so it shall be done. And I stomp my foot on the ground.
Yes.
And I think when you stomp your foot on the ground, there's a bright flash. And your and I almost imagine, and you can say otherwise if you don't like this, but I almost imagine that your mark is like almost is glowing right now.
I would like to add a detail here. I think I not only stomp my foot on the ground, I think I also open palm slam my hand on the altar.
Yes.
leaving like a slightly sunken handprint in it.
Absolutely. This walnut will never be the same again.
No. These dang paladins going everywhere, leaving marks of divine presence.
I consecrate this marriage by the power of love, the greatest power in all of the universe, greater than gods, greater than mortals, greater than the deaths that will claim us all in time.
Oh my gosh! Is that what your god represents?
Oh. Maybe. I suspect there's a religious revelation happening here. Estamir is drawing on some kind of inner is drawing on an inner mystical revelation at this moment. They are like he will ask them you'll ask them days later about what exactly happened here, and they'll be unable to tell you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. And I think and I think as that oh no. Did our
the caption bot died a while ago?
Yeah.
Caption bot. Oh no.
Yeah, no, the player list is slightly offset in the actual stream overlay.
Okay.
But I don't think that's that big of a problem. We simply cannot see Mark anymore in there, which is sad, but
yeah, it's weird. I'm also wondering what's happening. I think it's slightly. I can see myself talking, so I think I'm above Halceon, but it's like
just out of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a Discord list. There is, I think what's happened.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So the layer must have got bumped or something.
Or Adam was up there and didn't need to be seen, kind of thing. Yeah.
Right. Yep. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Yeah.
Do I need to roll for any of this, by the way, to actually marry Frog and Toad?
I'm gonna say, yeah. Give me one. Give me a wedding roll.
I was not prepared for this, but I feel like I am an expert at religious revelation.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
You know the rituals.
Yeah. This is not your first time around a spiritual experience.
Oh, that's a success and a wedding adventure.
Ooh, 2 successes. Oh no, it has to be above, right? So a complication of some kind.
I do get to ask the question, which is ooh. My question is, where is hope?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So I think after you've left this mark in the walnut, I think as you rise, right, to your full height, um everything gets a little dimmer. And as you look around, you're like, wait a minute, what am I losing my vision? No. No. You see that that in fact grandma who you saved earlier is glowing, seems to be glowing, and nobody else is looking at her in any particular way, so you have to assume this is a sign. Something about grandma needs to be investigated here uh, because she's glowing. She might have some answers or have something for you that you didn't know about before.
Mm-hmm. I think having done this wedding, if perhaps in a non-traditional way, I stride down the aisle, pick up my camera from one of the pews, and then go over to and then just kind of swinging this camera around, just kind of stride purposefully toward Grandma.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
A frog on a mission. Indeed.
Yep, absolutely. And you do so. The crowd is kind of like confused, like, you know, 1 minute they were excited about this surprise wrestling match. Then there was something
emotional
spooky.
whiplash.
Yeah, absolutely. The crowd is just kind of like, almost like, you know, they're like ready. They're all ready to they're ready to see this thing to see this thing come to some sort of resolution. But you walk up to Grandma, and I think as you get close, you notice that she's, you know, dabbing her tears of joy from her eyes, and your camera goes off. And do you think this camera has like an image preview screen on the back?
I don't think it does. I have to develop the actual picture, so I don't know if any of the pictures I've taken are good, except through the faith in my heart, which is why paladins make the best photographers.
Oh, absolutely. But as the flash goes off, you notice that there is some sort of writing on Grandma's handkerchief. But it only appeared for that brief second when your camera flash went off. Her handkerchief is definitely no ordinary handkerchief.
Madam, we meet again. Surely we are auspiciously connected on this day of days. May I see your handkerchief?
She says, you know, she looks at you and she's like, she's in the middle of like blowing her nose and kind of like weirded out that you're asking for her handkerchief, but she obligingly hands you her handkerchief.
I examine it.
And you look at it, and it's a handkerchief. It's been used. It's a little grimy. Could use some washing, definitely. And you notice that when you take the handkerchief, now it's not Grandma who's glowing. It is the handkerchief. And whatever is going on with this handkerchief, it's gonna. You've got something here. There's something about this handkerchief. Yeah. And you saw before that the flash from your camera revealed something about it, but only for that moment when the flash went off.
I turn to Grandma again and go, I must keep this. Divinity has struck again. You understand, no?
And I think Grandma is just like I think she says something like, well, I did just see your god get suplexed by a DJ, but if it's
Let's
that
not dwell
important,
on that.
you can have it. If it's that important to you, you can have it.
Yes, thank you. I knew you would get it. I shall not be returning this, but I may procure you an additional handkerchief if you need one. Do you need one?
I think she just she makes a gesture as if to take your hand, to take one of your hands, and do you take that hand or no?
I'm going to. I'm about to take it, but then I say, now remember, I am quite poisonous, so if the numbness does not subside after 30 minutes, do seek medical attention. I take her hand.
I think she quickly pulls back and she's like, "Oh wait, I've already been through this once before." Thinking twice about it. She's not, she pulls back and she says, "Be well, dear. Be well, and thank you for such a lovely, lovely ceremony for my grandchild."
Which one was your grandchild again?
She points at Frog, which is why she refers to them as grandchild instead of a gender specific term.
Ah, I see. Well, good fortune to you.
Yes, great. I love it.
I think at that point, Estemir's still flying high and noticing that like some eyes are still on them. They just kind of stand tall again, take a sharp breath, and go, "All right, the ceremonies have concluded. Now let's dance and revel. It is a holy day."
Yeah. I think I get up on something, clasp my hands together twice above my head, and like, all right, everybody, we will need a moment to set up this space for dancing. Meanwhile, if you all orderly go out the front door, the tables for the feast should be set up by now. Yes, let's eat, drink, and be merry. Speaking of which, tell me about the feast, oh caterer.
Yeah.
Yes, the feast is.
Before you dive into it, I do want to check in with you because we're reaching hour 3 here. How are you all doing? It seems like the energy's good, but I also don't want to leave anyone behind.
I could keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can also keep going.
Okay, then let's keep going. So
the feast, of course,
food.
is sumptuous. I think this is the main course. This is no longer like finger foods. This is proper. This is like proper stuff. This is roasted grasshopper legs. This is a lot of. This is a lot of like vegetarian foods, a lot of like berries and stuff like that. There's like there's no longer candied insects now. Instead, there's like marinated insects. There are like a variety of there's a variety of like water grubs that the frogs like to eat, that sort of thing. There's also like there's also several terrestrial delicacies. There's toad fermented foods. There are like because for some reason I feel like toads would be good at brewing and fermenting, or at least would have like a long cultural tradition of brewing and fermenting.
Ooh, something made of ant acid.
Yeah, it smells like if you were a human in this room of like a comparable size to a toad, then like the smell would absolutely floor you. But it is it's a very nice feast, and only mildly poisonous because Estimator's handling it. Only mildly. It leaves like a little tingling sensation in your mouth when you eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they use gloves and all, so there's no food safety risk.
Oh, absolutely. Right, yeah, no, the numbness just means that you gotta slow down and enjoy the food.
Mm-hmm. It's a food that regulates your consumption rate by itself.
Yes.
Really good. I know all about this. I read about this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay.
As we're feasting, I think this is the time for the speech.
Oh, yes.
All right.
I stay behind for a moment just to coordinate. Okay, so, chairs into that back room. We need to clear out and so on and so forth. But eventually join the table, grab myself a cup of fire ant wine. And, ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Because clearly
I turned the music down. Have you told me like a soundtrack for your speech or something?
Yeah, the Marielda theme.
Oh, yes.
And friends, guests, relatives, acquaintances, and divine manifestations. I would like to say a few words. When I was but a wee student at the Mirkwater Mire Academy at the beginning of summer, I learned many things. Potions, drinks, foods, concoctions, illusions, and with that I sort of magically changed the look of my entire outfit.
Flourish.
Yes. It is now neon pink.
Nice.
Actually glowing. But the most important thing I learned was that people will surprise you. Sometimes you ask for it. You walk into a certain Toad's bar with your last 3 coins and ask for whatever will numb the stress, and get a 4-hour conversation about not losing perspective. Sometimes they do it on their own, like when I was putting together my adventuring business, and Frog just so happened to know the toughest and most musical frog around. Shoutouts to Tad. And then, the biggest surprise of all, clarinet drop, these two found each other's company not just tolerable, but welcome and desirable. And despite the challenges of life, they still hold on to each other. Love can come quick, but it can go so fast as well. Its fire can flicker and go out, unless it is constantly kindled. And to my delight and surprise, Toad and Frog have been shoveling coal into that fire like the last express train. May you never tire.
Robert.
Oh, absolutely. Beautiful. I think the whole crowd is tapping their glasses. I think Toad and Frog stand, and Frog dips Toad for a big kiss. It is yep. Wait, really? You got bingo?
But close.
Okay. gonna say I got bingo in an earlier game, but I don't think I'm anywhere near bingo this time around.
Sorry, go on.
No, it's all good. Anyways, yeah, this is the energy in this room has it's almost like, you know, when a movie has that music that is just going to, it's so happy that you feel your eyes watering, even if you're not the kind of person who normally cries during a movie. It's just so powerful. That's this moment. You all have really, everything you have done, everything that you've worked for has led to this moment, and it is perfect. And then there's a sound. It's like a ruffling sound, or perhaps like a scraping sound. It's not quite clear what this sound is, but it is loud and getting louder.
Oh no.
And for a moment, I think the energy is so high that nobody really hears it. Everybody is just so happy. Everybody is so excited that it's not clear that there's something out of place about all the noise. But as that sound reaches its apex, do you stop the music, DJ?
I think I load up some like trailer music for an action movie, like some Two Steps from Hell, like Invictus stuff, something that can accompany whatever's happening here.
Okay. You're ready to fight.
Always.
Obviously.
Always.
Because when you said trailer music at first, I was thinking like Inception, you know, with the
Wow. Yeah, that would be great too. Except the it's like a bullfrog sound instead of the bass.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, so I think Toad and Frog they take their seats and they're kind of looking around like, I don't remember anything about this being, you know, part of the plan, but okay. I think they probably just assume that this is Liam's doing, like this is a surprise from Liam or something. And now the thing that was making this ruffling or scratching or sniffing noise has come into view. And it is a large anteater.
What?
And its large nose is headed straight for the buffet.
No.
Estamir, what are you taking photos of in this moment, if you're taking photos at all?
I think like after the ceremony, I had I had to like sit down for a little bit and wasn't taking photos quite so intently. But I think now I am absolutely taking photos of people eating. This is very important to me. I think I'm dealing with my crisis of faith by doing my best to currently ignore it and just kind of file it away to sort out tomorrow probably.
Right.
I think I've not.
Okay.
I think I've yet to make eye contact with my god.
just avoiding glances. Yeah.
Yeah. What was heading for the buffet again?
Giant anteater.
A giant anteater. Amazing.
Well, a regular-sized anteater. We're just small.
Fair enough. Yes.
Perfectly ordinary anteater.
Okay. I did Toad or Frog say out loud they thought this was a planned event from Philium?
I think Toad probably turns and looks at you and like, do you know this one?
To me? If any attention is turned to me, I'm just shaking my head. Nope. And also there's a sort of rifling through my pockets to find out where I put my collapsible sorcerer staff.
Is it like?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Oh, I just want to know this quick detail. Is it collapsible like a telescope?
Yeah.
Like telescopic? Oh, okay.
Yes,
perfect. So good. I love it.
You know how people take those extendable batons and just do like a throw motion?
Yeah, exactly.
I do that. There's like a glowing crystal at the end. But I'm still looking for it, so yeah.
That's great.
Beautiful.
It looks like a tiny remote when it's all bundled up. Like one of those, PlayStation wands. Okay.
Okay.
I think my weapons are my assuredness and wrestling ability, so I don't think I need a weapon. But I try to lock eyes with Philium, who I'm guessing looks like this is not planned or
there's
or
a definite
something.
tinge of panic.
Okay, then I queue up some tracks real quick. Maybe something to keep people engaged. So maybe some I don't know.
Is this just the Mortal Kombat theme?
Maybe some 80s, 90s stuff. So throwing some Spice Girls, throwing some Dirty Dancing, Kenny Loggins stuff as well. Maybe some Electric Light Orchestra. Seems fitting. And then jump out of the DJ booth in maybe outside the Walnut.
I think
As
this
it's
is
approaching?
outdoors. At least I think the feast is in the outdoors area.
Right, okay. Right. I think Tad was hoping someone would throw down in the parking lot, so this is great. Fantastic development. Think Tad just starts running at this thing.
I think to keep sort of there's it takes a moment, but Philium finds his footing.
Mm-hmm.
Good alliteration there. And it's like, okay, I didn't plan for this. This is a genuine threat, but if we can sell like this is intentional, like this is a show, like this is all according to the grand scheme, then even better. So what I do is I conjure up some illusory trailing flames to highlight Tad's charge.
Yes.
You get anime swoosh lines.
Ooh, I love it. That's great. And meanwhile, Estamir is trying not to lock eyes with their god and take pictures of people eating food.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think I also take a picture of the anteater, but mostly out of fear.
Yeah, you need a wide lens, almost fisheye, to get the whole thing in view there.
Yeah, like I drop to one knee, adjust my camera, and replace the lenses.
Yeah.
And they go, "All right, you can do this. You can do this." And just like move to take a picture of Tad fighting this giant anteater.
Doing photography tactical reload.
Exactly.
So, do
Getting behind cover.
we live in a world where I can talk with other animals, like where we can talk with other animals, like anteaters? Or is this kind of mindlessly going for the food?
I wonder if it's like I wonder if it's a little bit of both. You could talk to the animals. Wow, that sounds like something out of Dr. Dolittle. But it's like anteaters probably don't speak the same language.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a language, but it's
not froggy.
insula. Yeah, no. Okay. I think I like run over there, illusory flames from arms and legs coming out, and just like hold up my two hand and my weird eyes, and just like try to stand in the way of this thing and see what happens from that.
Okay.
Wait, are you striking a power stance?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, in that case, of course, you get a sort of like a illusory pedestal behind you, and you know, a guitar riff.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh! Does this mean that is this like Dragon Ball Z power up effects surrounding him too?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
We're not in that stage of fight, right?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Yeah. Give me let's do you're trying to prevent the anteater from going forward, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, give me I think this is adventure.
I would agree, yeah. Question is, I am an expert in fighting. I'm a warrior after all. I don't know if I'm prepared for fighting an anteater, though. That seems very specific.
You are in the sense of. I think you are in the sense of we've established that you are prepared for a fight.
This is true. Yes.
You've been forewarned.
You could call that prepared.
I have been forewarned. This is true.
We're forewarned. Yep, by Estamir's god.
Yes, the vision when I was having him in the full Nelson. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. I'll roll 3d6. We'll see where we land. If it's adventure, I need to roll below. So, barely.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
One success
Boy.
and a wedding adventure.
Yes.
Okay. I think I want to know what important detail am I missing? being so focused at this?
Yeah, and I think that comes to you. So as you block the way, you notice that like you're just like, this is you shall not pass. This is your you shall not pass moment, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the anteater like can't get past you, but still like raises its nose like over your head and is like trying to reach towards the buffet. And you pick up on the fact that like this anteater may not even necessarily care about the wedding. It's just hungry.
Hungry.
This buddy just wants to eat. And you have some really nice food out here. There may be some way to use that. So I think that's the missing detail there that you pick up on as you block the anteater's advance.
Okay.
What are Liam and Estamir? What's going on with the two of you?
Estamir is interposing themselves between the anteater's questing tongue and the buffet. She's gonna standing up on the table, arms spread wide, like saying things like "fiend."
I run up to Estamir. I have a plan.
Well, then let's hear it.
One of the kegs of the ant wine.
It's too early. The consequences could be dire.
Exactly. We take one of these kegs, we roll it away, get the anteater to follow it. The consequences will be dire, but less dire if it stays.
Very well. I shall go and get the ant wine. Protect the buffet. If the buffet is compromised, all of this is for nothing.
Yes. True.
Don't let this big fellow get its gross tongue all over it.
Yeah. I take your place on the table, interposing myself between the buffet and the tongue, and where you had the advantage of poison touch, I breathe fire at the tongue.
Yeah. I go and search for the ant wine.
Wow. This is like the spiciest this is the spiciest hunt for food this anteater has been on in some time, I think. Okay.
You go and find the barrel and start rolling it out to try and distract the anteater.
Oh yeah. And I think the crowd is I think the crowd at this point is kind of exhausted, like emotionally frazzled. Like this has been one for the ages. Like the Guinness Book of Frog events is probably going to mark this as the most emotionally turbulent wedding of all time. And I think they're all starting to rush around, and I think that makes it hard to navigate with this barrel. Yep. It was definitely the most TM, the most.
It was
Okay.
the most TM, where the TM also stands for the most.
Yep, bingo.
Most.
It's infinitely recursive.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to say, I'm gonna say this is probably. This is me adding some risk to your anteater fire wine fiasco here, as you try to roll this barrel through people who are getting up from their seat, maybe trying to move away from the anteater's path. Can you give me an adventure roll?
I could. Let's see. So adventure. Am I an expert at this? I did make all of the food, so I feel like I sourced all of this, right?
Oh yeah, I think you. Yeah, I think you knew where it was, and you were prepared for how heavy it was. I mean, you've got some things going in your favor.
So 3d6 it is.
Yeah, let's make it 3d6 for sure.
Nice.
Failure.
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no. Oi. Okay.
Oof.
I have an idea for what happened.
I am all ears.
Yes.
Earlier when people were jumping around, maybe what happened is that all of the Antwine barrels got loose, so now they're just kind of rolling around the venue.
Oh no. Are you chasing a barrel around trying to get to it so you
Yes.
can wheel it?
I'm like sprinting through this crowd, like pushing people over, pushing through like crowds of people, but I can't get the barrel.
We got a bit of the Benny Hills.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think I catch a barrel, but then it like hits a wall and breaks, and now there's antwine all over the floor. Further luring the anteater.
Oh no. What is what Liam, what's going on with you?
I think this is time to spring into a more direct action. I was like, okay, barrel plan is a bust. Especially that one barrel. So as I'm fending off the tongue occasionally, I'm looking around the tables and like, okay. What's something that's very smelly, kind of big, but also isn't the cake?
Not the wedding cake.
Yeah. That one must be protected at all costs. Everything else can be individually sacrificed.
Yeah.
I believe. Estimir might disagree. So instead, what I think I do is I pick up a large acorn cap full of pickled maggots. So they're extra smelly. And just remember my high school days when I used to shot put.
Oh, I love this. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say that means you're prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not an expert.
Yeah, so give me 2d6 adventure roll on this one.
Hey. That is one success.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
You I think it works, right? You launch it in the air, and the maggots go flying. The anteater is like the anteater's snout immediately like repositions, looking for these very very smelly maggots, and I think the thing is that now that it has changed directions, the one of the frozen guests from the god's shadow is now directly in the path of the anteater, and
Oh, no.
and may uh, may suffer some harm here if we don't if something doesn't happen here. Yeah. This
Not
is not the
Frobert.
kind of cranking up you were hoping for the guests. Sorry, go ahead.
Not Frobert. He's gonna get stepped on. Robert.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
See, I just imagine that that's just what I think people like kids called Robert Frost when he was a kid.
Take a path, Robert.
Oh my gosh. Okay. DJ Warrior.
Yes. There's my DJ name, correct. And shit.
No.
So it's going for the cake? Is that stepping on
Oh,
Robert?
it's going for the maggots that that Liam Shock put,
But
you know.
yeah.
So the cake is safe for now. But the problem is that we've got a frozen guest.
Oh no, yeah, right. One of the ones chosen by the god. Okay. Stop being so funny.
If you can't see this in the chat, I don't know how well the chat can actually read.
It doesn't show very well, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, it says you have my axe and my bow and my tunes. So, wonderful. Love these references. Take what you love from other media and put it in your game.
Okay. I think stopping Yandy, it doesn't seem to be working all that well, or it beeline somewhere else. So I think Tad's all about, protecting the ones who are maybe chilling out too much, not seeing like big danger coming. So he's gonna run over and just kind of like roll forward while grabbing Frozen Frobert, and just like use his strong legs to yeet Frobert over in some nearby, like a banana peel that's nice and brown.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna say you're prepared for this.
Yes,
but probably not. Well, maybe you
I don't
are.
know. I don't know. It's more of an agile thing. So Tad has been more about bulk and like strength, more like a strength kind of thing, more than dexterity, so to say. So I think expert probably is right that it's not there.
Yeah. This is Gimli running in the hills, complaining as he runs.
Yes.
Dwarves weren't meant for long distances.
We are very dangerous over short distances. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try. Oh, this is adventure, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I need
this
to roll
is just
below. 2 successes then.
wonderful.
Yes.
So, okay, so this is your absolute badass moment. What does it look like for you?
I think it looks really, really smooth. So I like beeline towards Frozen Frobert and just leap with my frog legs. Those weird, I was just like tunnel visioning on the goal. And just with my front legs grasping Frobert, rolling, and then putting him at the base of my frog legs to kick with the frog legs off into the air. Parabola, curve up in the sky. Perhaps the sun sort of refracts the light of the frozen Frobert.
If we had a competent photographer, this would be a perfect moment to take a picture.
Yeah, if we had like one of those, that would be great. I think we sort of like zoom in. If this was like a movie, we sort of zoom in on Frobert's wide open eyes as it's careening towards the ground, but hitting a soft banana peel and just going smashing all over the place.
Beautiful. That's an Oscar-worthy scene right there. Best director. Best director goes to you on that one. Okay.
Stunt coordinator.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So now as the anteater goes barreling forward, safely away from the cake, is there anything that you is there anything that you say as you notice that you don't know where Toad and Frog are? You look around, but you don't see Toad and Frog.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
And it's time for their dance.
Yeah, they practice so hard.
Oh no, do you think they're back at practicing?
Oh, they could be.
I'm assuming then you check in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You check in the back, and no, they're not practicing the dance. No, they are absolutely geeking out about, yes, well, that too. In the chat says, are they smooching? Yes, but in between that, they are geeking out about how awesome they're the people they hired and their friends are. Like this is like kids coming out of a superhero movie and talking about the coolest action scenes they've ever seen. This is that, except it's Toad and Frog, and they are so hyped up on adrenaline and excitement of the day that it is, and they are just absolutely. I think they're probably speaking an octave higher than they normally do because they are
All right. So I have a thing
energized.
here.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a bit of sleight of hand. Among this, but the way this looks is, there you are, lovebirds. Well, the action segment is successfully over. It is time to cap this thing off. And I walk over to them, I take both their hands, we have a dance to do. And, as I take my hands off, what they notice, and this is how I'm helping them with the dance, is they have small illusory bracelets on their arms that say which is the left and which is the right one. Because what I've pieced together is that when the song says step to the left, they step to each other. So somebody is having problems with left and right.
Oh, that's so good. It's so good. It's funny and cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. DJ, do you do anything special for this to get this dance going? Any sort of announcement or play special music?
I mean, I start, kind of ramping up the volume from 0 up to the 100 on the song that they're about to do a dance to. And I say, it doesn't matter how much training you do in the gym. It comes down to the strength of your core. And the core on these two, it's titanium.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. What is our paladin photographer doing here?
Estamir is this whole time Estamir has been wearing a tuxedo, and I think Estamir is like currently soaked in wine, like holding a few fragments of an antwine barrel. I think their camera is like, but I think it's at this moment that they've finished grieving for the barrel of wine, and I think they hoist their camera back up again because they realize that Toad and Frog are coming back out.
It's time.
Good.
It's
Great.
time. The time for love has resumed.
Yeah. Beautiful. Chef's kiss.
No, caterer's kiss.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hey, captions are back.
Hey.
Glorious.
The return of captions.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, it looks like they're working now. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Yeah. So, Liam, do you do anything? Let me put it this way. What goes through your head? What goes through your head when you see, your friend and your friend's new, newly wedded partner as they're dancing, and it is a triumphant dance, right? Like there's no awkwardness. It is like it is like watching two people shake off mountains of emotion as they, dance across the floor. What goes through your head there, Liam?
Well, I take a little stool, plant my toad butt on it, unbutton like the top 5 buttons on my shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and just sort of blob out in relief. And there's exhausted contentment. It worked out in the end. And despite things going wrong a lot, or unexpectedly at least, despite a lot of stresses and putting on a brave face a lot, it worked out, and it has been worth it. And if anything else decides to go wrong, well, someone else can deal with it.
Wonderful.
I grab a bowl of sort of fish eggs, but like popcorn style, and just crunch.
Yep. Love it. Okay. All right. So, ending the game. Once the wedding is over, the GM can ask each player if their character's belief about love has changed. As players, reflect on the story you've told together and talk about the fun you've had. So, we can do that second part after we've wrapped up. But just to review, Philium, your belief about love is that love is fragile and fickle, and so must be protected with utmost commitment.
Yes.
Estimir, yours was that this is love's world. We're just living in it. And Tad Hopscotch, love is the middle between gains and spotting. You need discipline and kindness in equal measure. What do y'all think?
I think my belief has been reinforced. And I think we've, looking back at this event, Philium is going to look at this as like proof of the belief that, yes, there were threats, there were things that could have gone terribly wrong, but through personal faith, through work, through commitment, we have made sure that the love, both Frog and Toad, but also between us as the supporting cast, endures.
I feel like Estemir's understanding of love has been kind of overturned by this entire event. I think Estimir understood love in a very abstract way. But I think now that's given way to maybe the beginnings of religious revelation. And I think now Estimir believes that love is a battlefield and we are the big guns.
Oh, heck yes.
Wonderful.
Oh my goodness. It's not quite Pat Benatar. It's like Pat Benatar meets I don't even know. But that's gold. I love that. Beautiful. How
think,
about for... Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Tad sort of like Tad's understanding maybe have changed a little bit as well. Not that the former is not true for him as well, but I think he thinks the love is not only the gains you gain yourself, but also the gains you celebrate on your friend in the gym. Like, sort of, love can be vicarious as well.
Yeah.
This is the story of how Tad learned compersion.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. That, I think, unless somebody has something they want to add, I think that basically wraps up our game of Toad and Frog Get Married.
There's one thing I would like to add.
Go for it. Yeah.
I think as the wedding starts to wind down, there is Estemir's wandering through this event, and I think their eyes finally meet with their god, and they get together for one dance at the end of the night.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's beautiful. That's great. I love that. Oh my gosh.
Last dance with the Avatar.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Okay. I would like to thank Halceon, HB, and Mark for agreeing to play, and for being just absolute wonderful players in this game. I'd like to thank our stream host for coming through in a pinch and for helping me work out our audio issues. I would like to thank our mod in the chat. And I would like to thank all of the viewers who are watching for staying with us. Thank you all so much for making this stream what it is. As a reminder, we are raising funds for Black and Pink, and you can check them out at blackandpink.org. You can also donate at donate.rollplusbond.com. Yeah, we are so close. We are so close. We are $2 away from our goal. And of course, if we reach our goal, I assume that we will raise our goal. But we are so close. So thank you to everyone who has donated already. And if you haven't, there's a link in the chat. Once again, this game is Toad and Frog Get Married by Too Many Feelings 5. That's Too Many Feelings, the number 5.itch.io. Thank you, and I wish you all the very best. Toodles.
Goodbye.